Transmitting to you from Old Heart Radio.
Holy shit. Oh my god. I can't believe it. Oh my. Don't you fucking know. Good day, everybody. That's right. This is another episode of Coffee and Contemplation. Long awaited, I know. I'm your host, whoever the fuck. My name's Jared. You know me. I've been doing this shit for a really long time. Either way, welcome. Like I said, the long-awaited episode 134, I believe. My fucking God. Can you believe it? Well, you don't have a choice. It's happening. We're here, live, now. If you read the title, you know what this episode's about. It's all about ketchup. Not the ketchup you put on a hot dog or a corn dog, but the ketchup you play in real life. Yes, it's true, man. Sometimes it's good to be back. Oh my God. I forgot about that sound clip. It's been so long. Holy shit. Yes, it is time to catch up for sure. Like I said, I'm your host, Dirt Nux, aka Old Heart, aka Jared fucking Bug. That's me. It's been a really long time since I recorded an episode of Coffee and Contemplation. This is an episode that I'm recording on Friday the 13th, and it's, I don't know, it's just surreal to even be listening to the fucking jams right now. A lot's been going on in my life, like so much so that I have to push the things I love. I have to push them to the side. Like I should be camping right now, but instead I'm stuck at home, recording this right now, but I'm getting right back to homework after this because I've been studying to be a librarian technician, which will hopefully open the doors for me to be a librarian eventually. And oh my God, has that proven to be overwhelming. Maybe it's because I'm combining it with full-time work as well as full-time school. I'm not sure. Or maybe it's because this podcast network, this DIY podcast network, Old Heart Radio, has really kind of like hit the ground and moving running for a while now. And, we have people listening. Thank you, corn dogs. We have interest out there. Thank you, hot dogs. But what's really been great about it is that it's been a connective thing to bring me and my friends together. And, whether that's, Lucas over on Matinee Edition or, the Council over on Under Further Review or my brother in Whack Arnoldsness, Fitz over at, Whack Arnold's Brothers. We've been staying in contact and connected, and we have this shared creative project again, which feels so good. But, it sucks. It just sucks when I don't have time to do something like this, like the Coffee and Contemplation, because, in between getting home from work, maybe having a couple of hours of energy left before I need to crash again, I try to fit in time with my fiance and my dog, and both of them want attention from me, and I want to give that attention. And I want to give my full attention to this podcast network, and I want to give my full attention to school, and I want to give my full attention to work. But oh my God, like at some point in time, it just starts splitting your mind, the go, go, go. I have this regular that comes into my work. He gets a quad 12-ounce mocha. We call him El Jefe. And he jokes to me about burnout all the time. And that's something we actually connect on, weirdly enough, is that, you run the gauntlet for as long as you can, and then you just fucking fizzle and burn out for a week or two. And it's this like incredible high that you get from like running as at maximum capacity for so long. But when you hit that low and you burn out, like it sinks the fuck in. And I gotta find a way to balance everything out eventually, but my God, like it's a real cycle that I've been going through, and I don't mind it as much at the moment, but sometimes, like in the last quarter, for instance, you know, I hit a low, and where my mental was, you know, struggling to keep up because I just felt beat down by everything. Like I wasn't keeping up on getting the pods out every week. I wasn't keeping up on, you know, my studies. Like my focus was everywhere else besides where it needed to be, it felt like. And I'm the kind of person that guilts myself about that, you know, like how come I'm not doing as well as I know I can, and then that makes me more depressed, you know, like, and so it just kind of like becomes this perpetual cycle of like kicking yourself when you're down, and then you're just fucking depressed about that, and then, you know, next thing you know, you're burnt out for a week or two trying to recollect your mental and your emotional state to move forward. It's fucking crazy, but you know, that's just life, right? Like, I don't think you should move through life being sluggish and fucking slow and dragging your feet because you're waiting for things to fucking happen. I think you need to just like, shout outs to everybody listening. You corn dogs are amazing. Shout outs to all my friends who are on this fucking network and all my friends who I want to get on this network. Shout outs to everybody out there who's experiencing the fucking grind. Like, it's real. Just get through it. But it's the truth, though. It's like you can't be camping around on your fucking ass waiting for life to happen. You gotta fucking plow through it, man. You gotta try and get the shit that you want done, and otherwise you're just gonna be a fucking do nothing. And if you're a do nothing, then, you know, that's your prerogative. But fuck all, dude. Like, I cannot imagine just camping on life any longer. You know, I'd rather pull myself in too many directions, burn myself out a few times a year, just to say I succeeded at certain things. You know, I accomplished certain goals. And I mean, that's kind of the grind with school, really. Like, if you think about it, and, you know, I'm not one of those people that go to school to just, you know, find myself and find the direction I want. Like, I find the direction I want, and then I hop into school and be like, I'm going to get that piece of paper that tells everybody that I can do this fucking job, you know? And it may not be like, I don't know. There may be different views on education. That's a whole different podcast, but that's the way I look at it. And I think it helps you stay goal driven, you know, rather than floating your way through that fucking space. And that's kind of the thing. I think if you give yourself too much open space, you just end up drifting, you know, and like, it's become weirdly accepted in some ways, but it's also just like, it's bad habit, and it's bad. Like, if you do that now in life, then you're gonna fucking, like, you're just gonna be lazy later on in life, I feel like. And you're gonna expect things to just fall into your lap, and you're gonna expect handouts, and you're gonna expect, you know, people do shit for you, and when you don't, you're just gonna get salty and insulted. But the reality is, do shit for yourself, man. Like, I'm recording this Coffee and Contemplation because I want to. I was reminded about how great this was for my mental to just be able to come on here and either talk about something I wanted to, learn something I didn't know, or just to fucking catch up, like this episode. But, you know, I'm by no means am I holding myself up as like a gold standard to follow. I just think, like, this is the honesty of how I live my life, and I'm realizing that that's something, I don't know, I respect when you go out and you try to, like, get your shit done. You try to, like, hustle your way to your goal, you know? I don't know. I feel like I know too many people lately who just sit around with their thumb up their asses, and, you know, they want to talk shit, and they want to, you know, come off as, you know, like you're doing something. But when I only see or hear you talk shit and do nothing, like, it's not a reality, man. You know, I know too many people who live in their own reality rather than facing what the world is actually throwing their way. You know, and that's it. We don't live in a multiverse just yet, motherfuckers. This is the one you got, and you gotta get with it. You know, you gotta, you know, fucking hustle. You gotta try. And I think that's, you know, whatever. It's a lesson I learned, and it's a lesson I kind of carry with me every day is, you know, make it through, get your goals done. And sometimes I fail horribly at them. And like I said earlier, that kind of feeds this awful cycle of kicking yourself down in depression. But sometimes when you achieve those goals, like when I get every podcast up every week, you know, we record them. I get 3 recording sessions done in the week. I cut through and produce the 3 main episodes, you know, UFR, Whack Arnold's Brothers, and Matinee Edition. And I get them like in the queue to post on either Saturday or Sunday. And when I see them start popping up on those days, I feel so fucking proud of myself. And I don't know. There's something to be said about just feeling accomplished that can like really sustain you. And there's also something to be said about when you don't feel accomplished, how that can drag you the fuck down. And I think that's a cycle in itself where, you know, you let yourself, you know, you kick yourself while you're down for not getting something done. And then, you know, it becomes a trend. You start accepting that feeling of defeat, you know, and it becomes comfortable in this awful, weird way. And I'm not there, man. I don't want that anymore in my life. Like, I want to feel success. I want to feel like the drive I'm you know, that I have will mean something, you know. And I don't know if that will be accomplished through my work. I don't know if that will be accomplished through, you know, these recordings. I don't know if that'll be accomplished through the other passions in my life. But, you know, I think those are the best avenues I can create for myself to feel success. You know what I mean? And that's also a hell of an important lesson, is like learning what success means to you. And it can be different for everybody, but at the same time, like stagnation and defeat and like that do nothing mentality, that doesn't really change that much between situations. Like that is like a constant that you can find, you know, and it's poison, man. It's fucking poison. So I just wanted to touch base and say that, like, I'm going to try harder to make time for these every week, because it is something I greatly enjoy. My mental and emotional health definitely needs. But, you know, find your success and find your passion, find your drive, folks, because every day is a good day. You should go out there and use your brain for good, ripen up that coconut as best as you can, always, always, always. And don't forget, follow us on Instagram. You can find us at Old Heart Radio. The podcast pop up on Spotify, YouTube, iTunes, wherever you got. Follow our pages, like us, send us some comments. You want to be on a pod, let us know. But honestly, folks, all I can say is thanks for listening. And don't forget, keep your stick on the ice.